I had this neighbor a few years ago who I still don't really know what to make of. He lived in the house right across from mine. Normal looking place, normal car, normal yard. Nothing about it stood out at all. But the guy himself was off in a subtle way, not in a scary way. More like everything he did was slightly unusual, but you couldn't tell if it was intentional or just weird habits. For example, he would water his lawn every single morning at exactly the same time, even when it was raining. If you happened to walk by, he'd stop what he was doing and just watch you until you left his view. One time I was outside washing my bike and I noticed he was standing in his driveway just staring at his mailbox. Not checking it, just standing there like he was waiting for it to do something. After a while, I got used to it. People can be strange, right? But then things started getting more noticeable. I remember one evening I saw him repainting his front door. Nothing weird about that, except he was painting it the exact same color it already was. Over and over again. Same brushstrokes, same pattern, like he was trying to match something invisible. Another time, I took out the trash late at night and saw him sitting on his porch in the dark. No lights on, just sitting there perfectly still. When I stepped outside, he turned his head slowly toward me and said, "You're out later than usual." Not in a threatening way, just like he was noting it down. What really got me was this one weekend. I left early in the morning and forgot something at home, so I came back maybe 10 minutes later. When I pulled into the driveway, I saw him standing in my yard, just standing there. He wasn't doing anything, not digging, not looking around, just standing like he was waiting for me to come back. When he saw me, he didn't seem surprised. He just nodded and said, "You almost missed it." I asked him what he meant, but he just pointed at my house and went back across the street. I checked everything inside. Nothing was missing, nothing was broken, everything was exactly how I left it. But after that day, I started noticing small things were sometimes slightly different. A chair moved a few inches, a light turned on that I know I turned off. Little stuff like that. I never confronted him again. Eventually, I moved away and I haven't seen him since, but I still sometimes wonder if he was just a really strange guy or if he was paying attention to things I never even noticed were happening.